sake. Sorry, guys.
Okay, sorry guys, this is wrong. Sorry, I'm really sorry.
Yes! Sì ragazzi! Oh! Mi senti? Mi senti? Grazie mille ragazzi, grazie, dai, forza Ferrari!
Vettel starts off 2017 by winning the Australian Grand Prix.
Forza Ferrari ragazzi, grazie a tutti, grazie, grande lavoro, grande macchina, con calma, grazie.
Welcome to the only figure of 8 track on the F1 calendar. We're here at Suzuka for qualifying today ahead of the Japanese Grand Prix. And I'm here, of course, with Anthony Davidson on what has turned out to be a very pleasant day indeed. No weather to interfere, no problems on the track, so absolutely no room for error.
That's right, Crofty. It's looking good out there at the moment. Each team will have their own game plan for this session, and of course, once the cars leave the garage, they'll be under parc fermé conditions, so any last-minute adjustments need to be done right here and now. Beyond that, it's all up to the driver. Who can keep their tyres in the right temperature? Who can hit their apexes? No race fuel on board these days, of course. These are the fastest cars we've had in a long, long time, and it's right here in qualifying where they're at their absolute peak. Let's get started.
Hello guys, it is Hartwigga here today. We are back for the highly awaited, massively anticipated final 2 rounds of the Glory with Ferrari series. Obviously, you see that we just cut the chicane, got a bit deep, but we're here at Japan. A very good track for Sebastian Vettel, one he likes very much and has a good track record at, but going off there in the chicanes, this is obviously on the 2019 game, and doing 2020, so this is a very, I kind of got used to it, but I mean, very, still a weird feeling. So you say go deep again, lose a lot of time through there on our second run, but I apologise for the lack of uploads in this series. The last, I think, 2 months since we uploaded episode 6. I will try to get the last 2 parts out very soon. But we can mathematically win the championship today. I mean, we have to DNF and Bottas has to win the final 2 races and get fastest lap to even rival us. That's to smash out some points. But anyway, Albon, a provisional pole, we're here. Gaining about 3/10 now in that first sector at the depth of qualifying here. That's very nice to do there. Car really felt hooked up. I used a British setup, I think. It has some characteristics, so I thought it might be alright. Tweaked a little bit of the front wings. I didn't do too much apart from that, but I mean, setup is fairly nice around here. So we're getting a lot of time. Purple sector 1. What can we say in sector 2 through Spoon Curve? First part, second part. It's alright. It's alright. We'll get away with that one. Maybe a touch of slipstream from the guys ahead, but we're gaining a bit of time. And yeah, Giovinazzi is out of our way there. Green second sector. What can we do in the third? We haven't really nailed the third all weekend. Oh, probably our best this weekend. You see a lot of time gained on our previous best. So we're going to get, I think, we're going to get P2 in the qualifying session. Let's get to the race.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Albon, Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow.
here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
We're on the grid here. P2. We need to get the jump on Albon and hopefully go on to win the World Championships today. We can in both titles. Vivi on the grid at Japan for 5 red lights here. In Japan, that's Suzuka, and there we go. It's a really good start for Sebastian Vettel. He actually gets Albon off the start. Vettel gets Albon off the start. Fantastic work there for Sebastian Vettel. And Bottas rivals Albon into turn 2, and I think that's the move the Mercedes driver does. Can Vettel get away here? And until he's done so many times in his career. Only time will tell, but it's what Vettel needs. He's leading this Grand Prix once again. He has so many times this season. Runs a bit wide on the grass. That's really odd there from Vettel, and a bit wide there as well. So, what can Bottas do? Can he get in the slipstream here and get the toe off Sebastian? It'll be difficult. The Ferrari is very fast in a straight line, but in the hands of Sebastian right now this season, it's been flawless. I think ever since the Monaco Grand Prix, he's been absolutely on fire. Now through Spoon. That's really nice. Very nice there for Sebastian. He looks at one with that Ferrari car. Obviously, can he bring home the title for the Scuderia? Looks very likely. And right now, he's in the most dominant position. He can't be beaten no matter what if he stays like this. Let's see what he can do now. Approaching the end of this first lap of the Japanese Grand Prix. Bottas gets a very nice exit. So what can Valtteri Bottas do? Can he attack Sebastian Vettel into turn 1? I think he can. Very close goes Bottas, and we see now Vettel does keep it though. Very good by Sebastian Vettel to keep that one. And now Vettel goes wide. Vettel goes wide. And it looks like, I think that's Valtteri Bottas still, yes. Valtteri up the inside now into through the chicanes, and he's into P1. Vettel getting a bit of understeer, which he has been getting started practice, but in qualifying, a lot of understeer there. So in that turbulent air, Valtteri Bottas, just not the same grip. And goes a bit deep, you know, missing Bottas, and Vettel now has to drag Hamilton into Spoon. I think Vettel should get the edge on Lewis here. He does. And it's a Mercedes Ferrari, Mercedes Red Bull Ferrari affair. Albon down to P4 after getting pole by 8/10, a miraculous lap. But what can Hamilton do now? Into 130. He's going to go up the inside. Yes, he will. No, he won't. He backs out. Maybe Vettel's gets a bit of straight line speed there. That's very odd. I think Hamilton should have made the move, but a little bit of a graze there for Vettel and Bottas. What can Sebastian do now, though? It's all the question we ask. Can he get first at the Japanese Grand Prix? He hasn't yet for Ferrari. He has for Red Bull. He can't get Valtteri on the straight. What can he do? He's going to set himself up for the exit Spoon, I reckon. The tyres look like they're dying a little bit here. Hamilton catching right up. Can Valtteri get away? I don't know, but this is a couple laps later. I'm going to see Vettel going defensive. And gets in front of Valtteri Bottas. He actually does get the lead back. He actually would have been attacking there. So Vettel gets the lead, but loses the rear end there. That was a very odd mistake, and he just holds it on. That's fantastic for Sebastian. Oh, being able to hold that. That is some skillful driving, but he's down to P2. But he's not going to make that last for too long. Next lap, up the inside of Valtteri Bottas. And we see him back into P1, where he has been for most of this race. Bottas into 130. He goes around the outside. Goes Vettel. Vettel gets it back around the outside. Fantastic move And now Vettel leads the pack, but Bottas is going to have the run. So it's Lewis Hamilton. And potentially even Charles Leclerc getting very close. Vettel, oh, look at that. They're all moving, they're darting around, weaving at 130 kilometers, 130 miles more like an hour, even more than that. But, yeah, Sebastian Vettel now in third behind the Mercedes of Bottas, then Lewis Hamilton here on lap 6. But we see him going to come into the pits now to try to get an undercut on the rest of the field. But it's going to be a hard slog. That Mercedes aren't going to give this up easily. All that we know is Vettel could spin. Mechanical failure and Bottas can fight till Brazil. It's not out of the question. Ferrari must be getting worn out now with those, with some pretty good reliability for them, but Laura Averages says they should retire very soon. They're attacking Giovinazzi on the outlap. And is he going to get ahead of Lewis Hamilton? Yes, he does. So he's got the undercut on Lewis Hamilton. What can he do now on Valtteri Bottas? He's going to come up. Valtteri's ahead of him into turn 1. Valtteri's ahead of him into turn 1. But Vettel gets on the inside of Valtteri. Vettel's undercut him all there and he's into P1. But it looks like Valtteri's going to go around the outside into turn 1. To turn 2, they're still fight. But Sebastian Vettel leads the way still. Nearing the end of this Grand Prix. He's going defensive. I think there's a Mercedes on the outside. There is. I think that's Lewis Hamilton now. I think it might be Lewis Hamilton. And Leclerc into P3, that is. No, it's Bottas because around the out. No, it is Hamilton. It is Hamilton. Vettel getting forced wide there at Spoon Curve. So he's going to go attack into 130R. Vettel up the inside of Lewis Hamilton into 130R. They go wide. They nearly touch so close there. They're racing like true champions here, and Sebastian Vettel, unless something major goes wrong here, he's not going to lose it. And through 130R for the final time at Japan to come through the final few corners to win his first with the Ferrari and become a 5-time world champion. Sebastian Vettel, you are the man!
Du bist Weltmeister!
Yes! Sì, ragazzi! Oh, mi senti? Mi senti? Grazie mille, ragazzi. Grazie! Dai, forza Ferrari!
Yes! Sebastian Vettel, you are the world champion! The world champion, well done, enjoy it! You are the man!
Oh, thank you, boys!
Yes, great drive. Well done. Numero 1 is back, top class. Ferrari's back.
Some amazing talents out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to say Sebastian Vettel certainly caught my eye during today's race. Incredible driving.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
The end of an era. Sebastian Vettel wins his 5th world title and his first with Ferrari, and that's a dream for him, and it's been a dream for me. I mean, ever since I've been watching him, you know, I've always wanted to win Ferrari, and unfortunately, he's come close, but hasn't done it ever, and he won't now, unfortunately. But in this reality, we've done it with one race to spare, and man, this has been my favourite series to make on YouTube ever. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. You know, I might do it again for the 2020 game, but if this is our final send-off for Seb, I think we've done him well. We've done him proud. You know, we've won it in the Ferrari. Boy, oh boy. I really hope this isn't the send-off for him, but I mean, at least this is one this is a good one at least. Hope you guys like this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, post notifications on. Well done, Sebi.